No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
James Gunn's hotly anticipated Superman is finally in theaters, and it is kicking off this new exciting universe. This film is definitely a little divisive from what I understand. Not everyone is loving it. And sure, I have little gripes with it. It's not perfect, but like no film is. And honestly, for a comic book movie, for a Superman movie, a movie in general, in terms of entertainment, I thought it was really good. I had a lot of fun in the theater watching this film. I would go and watch it again. This video is just gonna be a little brief rundown talking about it. No spoilers or anything. Superman is a beautiful, visually appealing movie. I really appreciate the filmmaking in it. Some of the action sequences were really awesome. Just the way the cameras move and everything. Really exciting stuff. There is a standout scene with Mr. Terrific. We'll get into some of the characters specifically in a minute. Yeah, there's a really awesome scene with him, and then there's some really great fight scenes between Superman and Ultraman and other action going on. There's a lot of visually appealing stuff in this film, and I appreciate that. Story, of course, is arguably the most important thing, and it's different. It's not your average Superman film. The general audience that wants to go see Superman remembers the classics, or maybe they really like Man of Steel, and you know, there is certainly something different about James Gunn's Superman film. It's not exposition of who Kal-El is and how he was brought to Earth, the buildup of how Lex Luthor became a billionaire with all this power and whatnot. It's not an origin story. It is an established world where metahumans exist, and the film introduces you to that from the start. You see it with Hawkman, Mr. Terrific, and Green Lantern already out there fighting things. Superman has already been known. The public loves him, but maybe not everyone does. Lex Luthor's already established. He's got a ton of money and influence and power, and he already hates Superman. You didn't need to show us the beginning of all this, and I like it. Now, it might be a little divisive. I know some people are not going to be about it because they're going to be a little confused. They're going to be like, well, how did this happen? Who are all these people? Why is this the way it is? And understand that James Gunn's going for a comic book to life sort of thing. He already wants so many different unique characters and stories to be told, and he's not trying to hold your hand in it. He's just got an expanded universe. This is not inherently just a Superman film. It is the introduction to this new world that he is creating with DC. I love that, but of course it's not for everybody. But I like that we got something different. We didn't get a typical origin story. It had a lot of heart, a lot of very comic booky moments. I like the way that this film doesn't need to be dark and gritty or grounded. It takes an approach the way comic book movies used to. And it's fun, and it's got a lot of heart and joy to it, and it feels good to see that. They're not cutting corners on making the costumes or action sequences, even the story itself, be too grounded and like, oh, this could happen in real life. No, it's a comic book, and it's really awesome. I like the characters. David Cornsweet, I think he does a great job. There is like this innocence and charm to him. He's also strong, of course, and like has a lot of strong beliefs and a lot of care for the people around him. He is fighting to be a human. He doesn't want to be viewed as some alien, and he's not a threat. He might be perceived as it, and Lex Luthor is going to do anything to make it look like he is. And Nicholas Hoult, pretty strong performance as Luthor, in my opinion. Luthor's got a lot of power and influence you'll see in this movie, and you might want to question it, but you gotta just try not to question it because it's fiction. A lot of crazy things happen. I like the conflict between them, and I like these side characters. I would say Mr. Terrific is a really standout character. I'm excited to see more of him. I want to get more of them. I think that if there was a film about them, that would be cool too, but it was pretty unique that James Gunn decided to have them and Superman in this established world, and like seeing the advertisements and stuff, and I was a little bit concerned. Why are we showing all these different characters? It's a Superman movie, but you don't need just Superman and Lex. The supporting cast is pretty good. I really enjoyed Lois Lane, the journalistic aspect, tackling Superman and where he stands in this world in terms of politics, and like, are his actions justified? What are the laws on this? Metahumans exist already, so the world is used to it, but they're not used to it, if that makes any sense. The movie is full of good action. There's a lot of good comedy in there. I hate to say it feels like a Marvel movie because Marvel Studios sort of created this vibe of a comic book film, and that's what I'm comparing it into, but it's also just so different from what Zack Snyder and like what the DCEU was bringing us. But I don't know if it's better than Man of Steel or better than like the classic Superman films, because it's a little bit too soon to compare. I enjoyed it. I'm not even the biggest Superman fan traditionally, nothing against the character or the stories, but like he's just never clicked to me like that. But I loved this. Like I just really enjoyed it. So overall, I thought Superman was just a really fun, refreshing comic book movie. I could see why it's not going to be for everybody. I honestly loved it. So I'm really excited to see what's next for this extended universe. That's pretty much my thoughts. Like I said, spoiler free, just a few minutes talking about Superman. If you want to see more content like this, like and subscribe. I am trying to get back into the swing of things of just talking about the things I love. And this is a film that I love. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all have a great day.